importance of converting the unit. Okay, in our syllabus, for units, think like this. You are writing an answer like this. You are writing 11 centimeter. 11 centimeter. However, the answer is 11. Answer is 11. If you are given the incorrect unit, okay, if you are given the incorrect unit, there will be no marks. In some marking scheme, no marks are allocated for wrong units. Okay, that means you have done the all the solving very correctly. Okay, or you have followed the correct method, but as the final answer, you have written the answer with incorrect unit. Okay? You have written the answer with incorrect unit. So no marks will be given for you. Okay. In some calculation, there was some in our first lesson also. We had to convert millimeters into centimeters. Then millimeter squared into centimeter squared likewise. Okay. At the end of this lesson, you will be get the competency to convert any unit. Give me a second, okay? Some error is coming. Okay, you will be get the competency or the ability to convert any unit into any kind of unit. Okay, any kind of unit mean you cannot convert millimeter into centimeter squared. Okay, because meter into centimeter squared, because meter is measured in length, centimeter squared is measured in area. In this kind of conversion, you cannot do. Okay, if you have done this kind of conversion, that is 100% wrong. I'm not talking about this kind of thing. You will get the competency to convert the unit which are measured in in same quantity. Okay, that means, as an example, mass. You can convert gram into kilogram or kilogram into gram. Likewise, okay. Okay. Then there are, this is very important, okay. This is very important. There are two kind of units. Okay. One is fundamental unit, and second one is derived unit. So, can someone tell me what is mean by derived? Do you have any idea? Derived? What is mean by derived? Derived mean origin from somewhere, no? Origin from somewhere. So we make deviation from something. Understood? We make deviation from something. That is the meaning of derived. I'm not talking about Oxford Dictionary explanation, okay? Just when we are talking with each other, we tell derived for the same meaning for deviation likewise. So have originated from something like this. Then I told you fundamental and derived. There are 7 fundamental units. Okay, there are 7 fundamental units. 7 fundamental units. Your 38 to 39 MCQ will be given from this topic. If you check the past papers from around 2019 to 2024, okay, 2019 to 2024, you can see this. Okay, actually I cannot remember whether in 2019 this was given. However, last 3 or 4 past papers, 89 no, sorry, 38 or 39 MCQs given from this topic. Okay, given from this topic. So this is very simple. This is very simple. But there are some point you should understand very thoroughly. You should understand very thoroughly. Okay, then fundamental SI unit. Do you know the meaning of SI unit? Do you know the meaning of SI unit? What is meant by SI? SI units are standard international. Okay, SI unit are kind of I can tell like this. These are kind of approved unit. Okay, approved unit because there are different kind of unit system. There are different kind of unit system. Okay, in some countries there are that they have a local unit system also. Sinhala we call it Huvakadura. Likewise, Huvakadura. That is not in SI unit, and actually we cannot tell in that kind of unit system. We cannot tell how long that is. How long that is, because in past we used that thought, and there can be some difference in that length. Can you understand what I want to tell you? Huvakadura means someone can tell it is 1 kilometer. Then someone can tell it is 1.5 kilometer. Likewise, this is not defined. Okay, this is not defined. There is no definite value for this, that kind of thing. That's why different unit system has been introduced. Okay, different unit system has been introduced. As an example, there is something called British unit system. British unit system. Okay, British unit system. In Sri Lankan scenario, usually the British unit systems are not used, but usually British unit system is not used, but in some cases those are used. Most of the time we use SI unit system. This is standard international unit system. Okay, in standard international unit system, there are 7 fundamental units. Okay, there are 7 fundamental units. Then let's see what are they. Okay, first one is meter. I'm talking very slowly because already you know this kind of thing. Okay, I just want to explain you, and after this one I will give you a note, very short note. Okay, first one is meter. Length is measured by meter. You know kilogram. Okay, measured by mass. Second, time is measured ampere. Electric current is measured Kelvin. Thermodynamic or temperature, we can say just temperature, is measured by Kelvin. And mole, amount of substance. Candela, I think you haven't met this one. Candela. Candela is used to measure luminous intensity. Okay, luminous intensity. Do you know the meaning of luminous intensity? Do you have any idea? If not, think like this. then there are 7-watt bulbs. Okay, there are 60-watt bulbs, and there are 100-watt bulbs. 100-watt bulbs. So the power generation of the amount of light produced per second is measured by watt in Sri Lankan condition. Okay, but in most countries they use this one. But this should be measured by luminous intensity. Okay, in this case, luminous intensity is higher in 100-watt bulb. That means glowing amount. Did you understand that one? What's meant by luminous intensity?
Yes, sir.
In there is something called lux also. Lux. This is also used to measure luminous intensity, but this is not a SI unit. This is not a SI unit. And we can measure length by kilometer. This is also not an SI unit. We can use, but it's not a SI unit. Then kilogram. Then we can use ton. Okay, milligram. Likewise, there are several and there are a lot of units, but we have defined SI unit for 7 quantities. SI unit for 7 quantities. Okay, there are a lot of units are there, but 7 units are defined as SI unit. Did you understand? Or if you cannot understand anything, tell me, then I can explain again. Did you understand?
Understood. Yes, sir.
Okay. Then these are fundamental SI unit. Then there is something called derived SI unit. Actually, derived SI units are formed by combination of one or more than one unit. Okay, combination of one or more than one unit. That may be a same unit or 2 or more units. Like this. If I write millimeter square millimeters, okay, is this in the SI unit system? Millimeter square or square millimeter? Millimeter square or square millimeter is not given as a SI unit. So this should be a derived unit. This should be a derived unit because meter is here and a prefix is used as milli. I will explain this one. Okay, I will explain this. Milli. So this kind of unit is not in the fundamental unit system. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Or you can I can tell like this. If there is any unit except to this 7, okay, if there is any unit except to this 7, that is grouped under derived SI unit. That is grouped under derived SI unit. But there should be that unit should be originated from this 7 SI unit. Okay, that is a must. Think like this. There is something called pound. In British system, there is something called pound. Pound is not derived from this one, no. Pound is not derived from this one because there is no any unit called pound in this system. Understood? Oh, we use velocity. We use this unit for measuring the velocity. Okay. This unit for measuring the velocity. This is meter and this is second. Meter also in this SI unit system and second also in this SI unit system. So this is a derived SI unit. Understood?
Yes, sir. Sir, do you mean that fundamental SI units are the main units?
No. Though I can tell that thing. That is not main unit. I can tell all the other derived SI unit are formed by these 7 fundamental unit. Understood? All the derived SI unit are formed by these 7 fundamental SI unit, and actually these are working like building blocks. You can build any kind of unit using this one. I will tell you. So show you. Can you look at this part? All those things are derived from all these units are formed by basic fundamental SI unit. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Then there is something called special names or symbols. Sorry, special names. Special name. That mean like this. What is the unit of force? What is the unit of force?
Newton. N.
Newton. Can you remember the equation for this force? How to find the force? Equation.
F equals ma.
F equals ma. M mean mass. Mass is measured by kilogram. Then A is ms minus 2 square. So the final unit should be kilogram ms minus 2 square. Instead of writing this one, Newton is written because this is a special unit, or this is a special symbol which is written for force. Understood? Instead of writing this one, we can just write Newton. Then think like this: pressure. Pressure is measured by force divided by area. Force is kgms 2 minus square, then m square. Then the final answer should be this one. Instead of writing this, we can just write Pascal. Understood? We can just write Pascal. Did you understand? The thing is, you have to remember this special symbol and the unit name. You should remember this one, special name and the unit name. No need to remember all those things. From this one, I will mark the units which are in the syllabus. Okay, those should be. You have to remember that units. Others also needed, but in your syllabus you won't get anything from other unit. I will mark when you are writing. I will mark those things. Okay. Next we have to do the conversions. So let's write the topic: fundamental and derived unit system. Fundamental and derived unit system. Second lesson: fundamental and derived unit system. fundamental and derived unit system. Okay, then write like this. Right. Units are essential to understand the can you repeat the sentence, please?
Units are essential to understand the
Okay. Units are essential to understand the things what we have measured.
so understand
the things what we have measured. What we have measured. Okay. Think like this. I'm telling you just 10. So can you understand what I have measured? No, because I haven't written the unit. No? If I have written 10 meter, so you know I have measured the length. If I write 10 kilogram, then you can understand I have measured the mass. Understood? Okay. Then let's write an example. And write 10. Then put a dash. And write a numerical value cannot explain. A numerical value cannot explain what the quantity we have measured. Okay. Then write the next point. In the SI unit system, 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 there are two kind of units. There are two kind of units. There are two kind of units. There are two kind of. Okay. One is fundamental SI unit. First one is fundamental SI unit. Fundamental SI unit. Second one is derived SI unit. This one is fundamental SI unit. Second one is derived SI unit. Derived SI unit. Derived SI unit. Derived SI unit. Then write the next subtopic as fundamental SI unit. Fundamental SI units. Fundamental SI units. Fundamental SI unit. Then write like this. There are base units. There are base units. There are base units. There are base units defined by the. There are base units defined by the. Defined by the international system of units. International system of units. You can write SI unit. International system of units.
So can you repeat that sentence?
There are base units defined by the international system of units. There are base units defined by the international system of units. International system of units. Finished? Then draw a table. Here you can write unit. You can write unit name. Unit name. Oh, not unit name. Let's write. You can write not unit name. Fundamental SI unit name. Please write like this. Fundamental SI unit name and symbol. The next part, quantity. Right, quantity. Okay, then can you write this one? In the fundamental SI unit name, you can write like this: here meter, symbol, quantity is length. Then unit name kilogram. Then symbol is kg. But this is very important. Okay, listen. This is very important. Here you can see some units are in capital letters, while some units are in simple letters. Okay, so don't mix these letters. Write the correct simple and capital letters, and I will explain why we are writing like this. Please complete this table. Please complete. I think in the last week and the previous class recording was not uploaded. Okay, actually I had some technical issues. Today also I'm working on resolve this one issues. From today onwards I can give you all the recording, but I'm very sorry about this one. That one last week and the before that week I don't have the recording because there was a sudden breakdown in my laptop, and I was doing classes from 3 laptops. Okay, so now the application is fixed, and I'm still working on some kind of issues to resolve. And within 2-3 days, I can. However, this recording can be uploaded. So, and after completing this and the next lesson, I'm going to start your paper class. Okay, as the next lesson, I have planned to complete trigonometry. This please listen. This is very important. Trigonometry. I'm doing this one. Okay, I'm doing this one because this is going with the area and volume lesson, and this lesson and Pythagoras theorem. Okay, Pythagoras theorem. So actually this trigonometry lesson is in the second term. Okay, this is in the second term, but I hope to complete this one. Okay, but don't worry. Your previous batch in 2026 batch, their first term test examination will be held in at the end of this month. So you have come with 2026 and 2027. That's a small gap. However, in my school, I have completed 2 lessons, and I don't think other schools have done or even started. Okay, so I hope to complete trigonometry lesson and start the paper class for you. That's why I'm just waiting, because doing the paper class with one lesson is not going to be productive. Okay, try to complete this one. Are you finished? Still writing? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Now can hear, sir.
Was there anything wrong?
No, sir. Before we couldn't hear you very louder.
Sorry? That means my voice was not enough, is it?
Yes, sir.
Now is it okay?
Yes, sir. Now okay.
Is it clear? Clear
Yes,
mean
sir.
clearer than before.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's why I told you I'm still working on this now. Okay. Because I have used different kind of mics and different kind of headphone, but not worked than this one. I don't know the reason. However, I am using this for more than 4 years. Okay, then write the next topic as derived SI units. Next topic, derived SI units. Derived SI unit. Derived SI unit. Then write derived SI unit derived SI unit derived SI unit derived SI unit formed by the derived SI units are formed by the combination of formed by the combination of formed by the combination of fundamental SI units formed by the combination of fundamental SI units fundamental SI units. Then write sum of the derived units has sum of the derived unit has sum of the derived unit has sum of the derived unit has special names. Sum of the derived unit has special names. Special names. While sum of the unit doesn't have a special name. Sum of the units doesn't have a
special name. Some of the unit doesn't have a special name. Special name. Then write a subtopic as derived unit with special names. 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 Okay, then you have to write this table. Actually, this unit do not have to study by heart. Okay, when you are doing when you are doing calculation and you are dealing with this unit, those are those are retained in your mind. Okay, no need to explain. Okay, no need to parroting. Do you know the meaning of parroting? Do you know the meaning of this one?
No, sir.
Parroting means how to tell that one. Parroting means just reading and writing. Okay, that means you are studying this. Studying means just think like copy and paste like thing. Parroting is just copy and think. Copy and paste. Okay, copy and paste. In this parroting, there is no logical thinking. Can you understand? There is no logical thinking. You are right. Frequency. Then unit name hertz. Symbol HZ. Pause Newton. Capital N. Then you don't think how this N become capital, why this is called Newton, and what is the formula and how this formula is coming. You don't think or you don't search or you don't try to find how this is coming. Okay, just write and just copy and write like thing. Okay, so in this kind of things, you no need to do parroting when you are dealing with that units and formulas. Those will be retained in your mind. Okay. Okay. Then there are some units, and there are some subjects you can do this. Something like subject like BST. In some lesson, if you are doing BST, ET also in some lesson, you are asked the question directly from the paragraph or directly from the theory you have learned. Okay. So in that case, you can do this one. In Sinhala, we are called Giravadana. Giravadana. Like one. Parrot mean parrot can. This parrot can speak like human. Actually, the parrot can do. It can grab some sentences, so it can grab some words from us, and always talking with that word like that. Likewise, okay. Okay, then you have to write this table. Just write this for columns, and you have to write frequency, force, pressure, energy, power, electric charge. Yeah, you have to write this on electric potential need, resistance, no need capacitors, no need magnetic flux. Yeah, you need that one. This is inductance. Yeah, you need this one also. No need this one, no need this one. Not. In our syllabus, only this will be included. Or these are included. Only these are included. And you have to deal with this unit. Okay, can you write this one? Actually, this unit, our second unit has mainly two parts. Okay, mainly two parts. First one is this unit or SI unit part. The other one is measuring equipment. This is the part two. This is the part one. This is the part one. Okay, draw this table. Tell me when you are finished this one. Still writing?
Yes, sir.
Student, is my video is sharing with you? Oh, okay. Now it's open.
Finish, sir.
Okay. Fatima, are you still writing?
Yes, sir. Going to finish. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Finish, sir.
Okay. Then in the tute you have some questions. So I think you can answer that at your home. Wait, I think again the screen is gone, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, from here, we have another part. Other common derived unit. Here are the unit without special names. Without the special name. In your syllabus, this is not given. But when you are doing calculation, you have to deal with this unit also. Okay. Then write the second topic as derived unit without special name. Derived unit without special names. Derived unit without special names. Derived units without special names. There are a lot of derived unit without special name, but here only few are given. Only few. Then as example, write this six as examples. All the unit has met in your O-level syllabus. And actually we have to do some calculation with this molarity, density, we did with volume area, and we have to do with acceleration and speed. And then you can write speed or velocity. Velocity. Same unit is used. Speed for velocity. Speed and for velocity. Actually, this is two different quantities, but same unit is used. I will share the route with you, okay? I think this is not shared with you. As I can remember, this was not shared. I will send to the group, WhatsApp group. Finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then one more thing, I think I told you this in the last meeting, as I can remember. Now I want to tell it today also because this is very important. In our last teacher meetings, most of the teachers emphasize, or most of the teachers actually that is a criticize. Okay, most of the criticize that in some schools in Gampaha and Kalambu district, I'm talking about technology stream. Okay, in Gampaha and Kalambu district, they have only 35 to 50% pass rate. That means in the other word, 65% of exactly half is failed. 65% or exactly, or you can tell around half percent or 50% is failed. And with compared to the last year, not last year, last years, okay, with compared to last years, result are moving down, okay, results are moving down, but with the starting of this stream, result were rising. Actual result were not suddenly, result were gradually rising, but at a point, now result are moving downward. Result are moving downward. Only in some school, or not in some school, yeah, in some school, but in most of the schools. Most of the school. This doesn't tell that, okay, 2 and 1 fail. I'm not talking with this kind of result. This person also failed, but there were some result. There were some result. 1A, C, and other subject is failed. This student has able to got A pass and C pass, but one subject is failed. Okay, so you should keep this in your mind. You have to keep this in your mind. Around 35% to 50% is failed in this syllabus. Failed in this syllabus. I think in Gampaha, two or three school has only reached to 90%. Actually, I didn't saw this statistic, but one of the teacher told that to us, but I didn't saw any statistic. But this can be true. This can be true. But two or three school, only two or three school, only two or three school. So you have to pay your kind attention to here, and you must pay the attention for your practicals. Okay, practicals, because as we were discussing, there were a lot of 0 marks for practicals. Lot of 0 marks. That means nothing has done. Nothing has done. But they have attended for classes, schools, and some have gone for 2-3 classes. Okay, but 0 for practicals. Actually, this kind of statistics are not published by schools. When we are discussing, we share that kind of thing only within us. But I'm telling this to you because you also will be in a danger. Okay, you also will be in a danger. So kindly understand the depth of this stream, and you have to work very hard. You have to work very hard. Otherwise, your result will not be good one. Actually, when I don't know, I have share this with you. After I writing my A-level exam, I'm not a superb meter, this kind of person, okay? But after writing my A-level exam for the second time, first time I did from biology and second time I did from technology stream. I know I can go to I'm very sure, I'm pretty sure I have the chance to go to a university. Okay, I know that one, but only thing I had was the island rank. Island rank. Actually, I thought I will be at least within the 10. At least within the 10. But I don't know how was that. However, I was 75th. That is the only matter I had. That's the only matter I had. Think when you are in your term test, okay, when you are after that your term test, even you cannot become 10th in your class. 10th in your class. You cannot become 10th in your class. So I become 10th in my district, Gamba district. Okay. So you have to work hard and you have to dedicate, and the commitment should be 100%. Commitment should be 100% because you are doing in English medium now. So as my experience, the English medium student, however, their commitment and dedication is very high. However, yeah, commitment and dedication is higher. I'm talking about the student I have met so far, but very recently I met a student. I don't know. Nothing can be taken from them actually. Discipline and the way they are talking and way they are behaving is not acceptable. But still, I think English medium student can do a lot and can do a very good change. However, your result is coming along with single medium student. Okay, your ranking is not come in English medium stream. Okay, English medium is that mean think like this. This is the single medium first. Think if you have become the second, so you are the second in the island. Likewise, okay. Your rank also come along with single medium and even Tamil medium student. Tamil medium student. So you have very big competition. Very big competition. Okay. Then I think this can done at your home. So can you try this one? Ninth one. Ninth one. Yeah, try this one. As I can remember, there was no answer for this one, but try this one. Let's see. You have to divide Newton by square meter. You have to divide Newton by square meter.
Sir, should we write the question and
No,
the
no, no,
answers to
no.
the right?
No. Just write the number of the equation and page. In some bio and chemistry lesson, it is better to write the answers and the answers with the correction. In this kind of thing, no need to write the correction, and you have to write the answer, but no need to write the correction. Because in this kind of correction, I'm helping or I'm guiding you to think correctly. Okay? Think correctly. Finished?
Yes, sir.
So what is the answer? Is there any answer?
So is it June?
In June? I don't know. That is true.
So
So
it's
you
a
have,
Pascal.
let's see. You have to divide this Newton by square meter, no? Then this Newton can be written again in kg s minus 2 square divided by like this. So you can bring this to here, then likewise. Sorry. Made a mistake. Here, when this comes to the upper side, -1 minus 2 square. So this is equal to Pascal. This is equal to Pascal. If you are not sure, you can just check by this table. That is Pascal. Here is the Pascal. Pressure. Kilogram. Okay. Here is 2 minus square. Okay. Then you can try these questions too, but some of the questions are a bit advanced. Okay, not being some of the questions are uh, advanced, but better to try. Okay, better to try. Okay, then write the next topic as metric prefixes. Metric prefixes. Metric prefixes. Metric prefixes. Okay, so what is mean by prefixes? Prefixes. Prefixes mean something that can be a letter or that can be a word, something like, which are going to add in front of a letter or symbol or word. In English, there are something called prefixes and suffixes. In prefixes, it is add to the in front of that word. Suffixes are add to the end of that word. Likewise, okay. Then metric prefixes mean a kind of symbol, okay, a kind of symbol which has numerical value, okay, that is important. A kind of symbol which has numerical value is going to be added to the in front of unit, like this. I will write M, okay. Then M is stand for meter. M is standard for meter. Then I met then again simple M. Simple M. So this is a prefixes. This is a prefix. Okay. So what is mean by this one? What is mean by is simple 2M. If you cannot understand things like this, I am writing 10 on this. So what is the value? So how you can read this one? This is 10 millimeters. Milli. So M is in S fundamental SI unit. Or it is in SI unit. In SI unit. Then this prefix come from metric unit system or metric prefixes. This is metric prefixes and this give the meaning of milli. This give the meaning of milli. So by combining these two, we can say this millimeter. And think like this. Kilogram. Kilo. Kilo mean kilo has a numerical value. So what is the numerical value for kilo? Kilo mean it is 1000 or 10 to the power 3. So I told you metric prefixes are add to the in front of a SI unit, but which should has a numerical value. This is the numerical value of kilo. So milli has 10 to the power minus 3 numerical value. Likewise, okay. So gram is in the SI unit system. It's in the SI unit system. Understood? Then think about this one. Yes, I will write milligram. M is coming from the metric prefixes. Gram is in the SI unit system. Do you understand? We use prefixes to add in some value for unit. We add prefixes or we add metric prefixes to add some value for units. Understand? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then write like this. Write the topic as metric prefixes. Write the topic as metric prefixes. Metric prefixes. Then write prefixes are used to prefixes are used to prefixes are used to prefixes are used to express very large or small quantities. 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 Then let's write some example. Let's write milligram. Here is the prefix milli. Here is gram. By combining these two, I can write milligram. The thing is, you know this one, but you know this perfectly. That is the thing. However, you know this one and you are still using. Then kilogram. Kilogram. K is kilo. K is kilo. Kilo. Kilo mean 1000 or 10 to the power 3. And here you can write mil is 1 divided by 1000 or 10 to the power minus 3. Likewise, this is gram. The meaning is kilogram. Kilogram. Likewise. Write these two examples. Finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have to draw this table. Here we need only this part. 10 to the power from pica to giga. From here to here. We need only from here to here. So pico mean 10 to the power minus 12. Nano mean 10 to the power minus 9. You know this one. Micro also, we are familiar with this one. 10 to the power minus 6. Milli we know. Centis also know. I think you are not familiar with this deci prefix. We use only deci in we have some chemical calculation. So we have to convert decimeter to liters, likewise decimeters to cubic meter. Likewise, in that case, we have to use this deci. Otherwise, we usually don't use this one. And deca is also no use of deca in our syllabus. Then no need to write this too, okay? You should write kilo, 10 to the power 3, that means 1000. Then mega, giga, and tera. Terabyte, gigabyte, megabyte, kilobyte. Then petabytes are still not, I haven't heard about petabyte. Okay, then you have to write this table. Please write down this one. You have to start from pico. No need to write these two. These are just for your knowledge. Okay. Still writing? No, finish writing.
Still writing, sir.
I see.
We have a lot of table today, no?
Finish, sir.
Fatima,
Yes,
are
sir,
you still
finished.
writing? Okay. Okay. Then we have some rules when we are using prefixes. Okay, prefixes and units. We have standard rules when we are writing prefixes and when we are writing rules. Sorry, when we are writing units. Okay. Here, actually, some of these are not in your syllabus, but I have added. Okay. Half of these are not in your syllabus, but for your general knowledge and when you are for your accuracy, I have add more to this. Okay, no need to study this very by heart. When you are writing, you have to just practice. You have to write the correct way. Then it will be practiced to you automatically. Okay, here first one is sensitivity. Says sensitivity. Okay. Here, the prefixes below 10 to the power 6. Okay. Prefixes below 10 to the power 6 are started from simple letters. started from simple letters. Then kilo 10 to the power 3. Then deci smaller than 10 to the power 6 to deci, and there are nano, milli, all those things are should be started with simple letters. Then the prefixes larger or equal to the 10 to the power 6. Okay, larger or equal to the 10 to the power 6 should be start with the capital letters. Okay, should be start with the capital letters. Understood? First one. Do you have any question?
So can you get it again?
Sure. Here I will show in the table. Here is the 10 to the power 6, no? Here is the 10 to the power 6. From here to here, that means the prefixes below 10 to the power 6. This is 10 to the power 3 is below the 10 to the power 6, no? These are under the 10 to the power 6. Those should be start with simple letters. Those should be start with simple letters. Then the prefixes which are equal to 10 to the power 6 or greater than 10 to the power 6 has to be written with capital letters, or it should be start with capital letters. Understood? Simple.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then next one. Then there are, I told you in this table, there are symbols and names. Symbols and names. Okay. So actually symbols are the standard abbreviation. Abbreviation means in short form. Okay. In short form. Then we use kilo. We use simple K for kilo. Then meter for, so simple M for meter likewise. These are called the abbreviations. Abbreviation. If you want to pluralize this one, don't write meters. We don't use this kind of S in here. If we want to pluralize this, just write 2 meter. 2 meter. Then 3 meter likewise. Okay. Don't put S at the end of this word. It's the second thing. And next one is, there should be no space between prefix and the unit. There should be no space between prefix and the unit. Okay. Here 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter. This is the prefix. This is the prefix. This is the unit. There should not be any space. But between this unit and the numerical value, there should be a space. Understood? Between this numerical value and the unit, there should be a space. That is very important thing, okay? That is very important thing, because this kind of questions can be checked in the MCQ paper. MCQ paper. Then as the fourth topic, pluralization is discussed. And this one also. Okay, this one also discussed. Avoid multiple prefixes. This is very important thing. We do not use multiple prefixes. That means we do not use milli, kilogram. Likewise, milli, kilogram. We use only one prefix at a time. Understood? Only use one prefix at a time. That is very important thing. That is very important thing. And these are not too much important. I want you to write this one at your home. Can you write?
Okay, sir.
Do you have any concern about this one or anything to clarify?
No, sir.
Okay, then there is a special thing. I told you some letters or some units are start with capital letters. Capital Ampere, Newton, Kelvin, what else? Joules, Volt. Do you know the reason why these are start with capital letters? What is the reason? What is the reason? Do you have any idea? Actually, these are these are capitalized because these are started to these are named with scientist name. There was a scientist called Newton. There was a scientist called Ampere, Joule, Volt, Kelvin. There were scientists and there were people. So that is the reason to start some letters in capital. Understood? When we are writing our names, first letter is capital, no? Likewise, first letter is capital. Then it can be applied to here. Very same. Okay, then write that topic. Not topic, we should write that one because that is not in the syllabus, not in the tute. Okay, then write the topic as this. Standard rules for standard rules for standard rules for standard rules for writing units and prefixes. Standard symbol for writing units and symbols. Units and symbols. Units and symbol. Write the first one. Some of the units are capitalized. Some of the units are capitalized. Capitalized. To the same point. Capitalized, or you can write capitalized because that units are named with scientific or scientist names. That units are named with scientist name. There was a scientist called Newton and there was a scientist called Joule. There was Volt, likewise. So as there was a scientist, so there was a people, we use first letter capitalized word for unit. Then you can write as example, capital N for Newton, capital N for Newton, capital J for Joule, and capital A for ampere, capital C for Coulomb. You can write this for example. There are a lot of example, okay? Finished?
So finish.
Okay. Okay, then I'm going to wind up the class for today. Next day we have to do some conversions. Okay, this is very important part. This is very important part because if you cannot do the conversions correctly, you cannot do mathematics and the physics part. Okay, actually this is the very basic or the very essential part for mathematics and physics. Without knowing the conversions accurately and correctly, you cannot do that two parts. Okay, so this is very compulsory and this is very important. Okay, next day let's do some calculation, and after the next day, let's move to the second part of the lesson, measuring equipment. Okay, then do you have any questions?
No,
Anything?
sir.